All right, we are here with Tori Black. She is the owner, CEO of Total Body Nutrition and Fitness. And so, Tori, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining in for people who are watching this right now, whether it's live or on the replay. And just kind of like talk to me about what got you into fitness and nutrition and fitness coaching. Kind of what is this new? Is this something that you've always done, or kind of a little bit about your story?
Okay, well, great. So this is new for me. I started working out with a personal trainer about 5 or 6 years ago, and after being diagnosed with systemic lupus, I was in a position where I felt like I would never be able to work out again, do anything that required me to become physically active. And something just came over me one day, and I was like, you know what? It's time to overcome your fears and step back into the world of working out. And so I started taking it step by step, very slowly. And within the first 90 days, I was like all in. I was pumped, I was hyped. I was working out 3, 4 times a week, working out with my brothers. And I lost 15 pounds, body fat percentage dropped like 10%. And I had completely changed my diet. Now, the trainer that I had did give me like a template to follow for my nutrition, but I started removing things from my diet that I noticed were causing like stomach issues or inflammation. And I was paying attention to it because of lupus.
Right.
And so 90 days in, I went to see my rheumatologist, and he told me that I was in remission from lupus. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I didn't know I could go into remission.
Yeah,
And
right,
so he was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And so, although I was working out, I know the nutrition had a huge part of it. And I started reading and researching about the impact that a proper diet and nutrition can have on serious health conditions. So, from there on, I started getting certifications and reading and just becoming as educated as I could about nutrition, and started impacting my family, helping them. And then there were people who were asking me, well, why don't you coach me? And I was like, I'm not a coach. I don't even know how to coach. What I can do is fix dinner. I can tell you what to eat, but I'm not a coach. And so during the pandemic, I was on the internet and I came across your page, Macro Millionaire page. And I was like, this seems to be a great opportunity to join this organization to learn actually how to coach. And so from there, I decided to form Total Body, where I focus on helping individuals prepare healthier versions of the foods that they enjoy. And so that's kind of like my thing. I still eat the foods that I like, but I can make healthier versions of them. And so that's what I've been doing with my family and my friends. And so I figured, why not turn it into a business and help others that are in those same positions?
Oh, I absolutely love it. And I have a really close friend that has lupus, and that is not any joke. When he has flare-ups, he's a tough guy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
So would you say that the impact that kind of good nutrition has had on you was like motivation? Like, oh my gosh, if this did this for me, what could it be doing for other people? Was that like the thing?
Yes. It was. So I'll tell you, when I went into remission, I became a spokesperson for our local Lupus Awareness Foundation in Memphis. And I would host monthly support groups meetings. And there were so many people that were coming out that suffered from lupus that were having flare ups on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And so I was an inspiration to them, number one, to show them that you can go into remission and you can beat lupus, but it's not just about taking the medications. There are things that we can do to help ourselves and to help health. And so there were so many people that were trying to transform their health with their nutrition based on my stories and my testimonies that I shared.
Oh, that is awesome. So would you say, because one of the things, again, that my buddy has when he has these flare-ups is the last thing he wants to do is work out, or the last thing he wants to do is cook a healthy meal. You just get so demotivated. Would you say that, is there a specific person? I know that in your program, you help a lot of people, all different shapes, all different sizes, from all different areas. But is there kind of like a specific person that you feel kind of called to, or that maybe feels called to your brand?
I do. So, as a woman over 40, I have a lot that I try and balance on a daily basis. And there's so many women who are juggling family, kids, marriage, job, working out, and they're trying to do it all. And our health tends to be what we put on the back burner.
Yeah.
And so for that person that's trying to juggle everything, I want to be able to show them that meal prepping can help not only you, but help your family. And sometimes we feel like it's impossible, but although everybody's situation is different, that busy working mother who is trying to stay healthy and take care of her family, that's who I really want to target, as well as those individuals that are suffering from serious health conditions, that are so tired from all of the medication that they're taking and so tired from the conditions. So I kind of have two niches that I'm targeting at this point.
Yeah, I love it because you kind of know what it's like to feel like lethargic or non-energetic, or just, hey, last thing I want to do is go to the gym right now. And I know that your coaching program offers a ton of tools. Like, you've got home-based workout programs and a workout app that you've got tracking systems, meal plans. So you have a lot of tools to make things easy for people. And one thing that you mentioned earlier, as far as when you were kind of getting coached, it was a real simple, like a step-by-step process. Do you find that you kind of follow that same approach when bringing on, real busy moms or people like that?
Yes, and one thing I do try to practice is like making it cookie cutter for that person, because there's not one model for every single person.
Totally.
Some
Right.
people that have never tracked macros. There are some people that don't know what macros are. Some who are not going into a gym. So there's a different path that each person will have. But there, like you said, there are so many resources and tools that I can kind of create a path for each individual that comes my way.
I love that. When my wife and I were coaching, we thought like macros was the only way. This is like 15 years ago. And if you weren't doing macros and weighing out your food and tracking in an app, then you just can't play with the cool kids,
Right.
And I
Yeah.
sometimes look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? There were so many, like
Yeah.
you said, that's just one of many tools that can help someone get to their level of shape and their level of fitness that they want to attain. So
Absolutely. I tell people, eat vegetables. For that person who's just trying to start something new, make sure that you're incorporating vegetables in your meals. A
yeah,
person who never ate any vegetables at all would need that guidance on the front end. Pay attention to your portion sizes.
yeah,
Um, are your carbs taking up 3/4 of your plate? Well, then that's not the way your plate should be made. So it's different for each individual. And then I have someone who's preparing for a competition. And so macros will be the approach that I want to take with her, because she wants her body to look a certain way. And that will be a formula for her versus trying to tell her, just make sure that you have a colorful plate when you're eating. So it's
yeah,
different
yeah.
client.
I love that. Different tools for different folks, different goals. That's very, very personal. It's like you said, it's not the one size fits all. And I really feel that is so needed in today's nutrition coaching. I had
Absolutely.
a really dear friend, and then I want to get into how people can contact you. I had a dear friend who hired a coach. This was many years ago, and she got her meal plan, and it had someone else's name on it.
Oh my, you know what? I had that to happen to me before. The name, so there was this young lady who was a macro coach,
Yeah,
and the name wasn't on the meal plan, but I know someone else who went to her and she gave us the same meal plan.
right.
And I'm 5 feet, 125 pounds, and she was like 5'7", 180. I said,
Oh
no way
my.
to have the same plan. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
crazy.
hey, you with total body nutrition and fitness are here to put an end to that.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Tori, if I'm listening to this and I am that busy mom or that busy dad, and I'm like, wow, I want to connect with you. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
I am on Instagram at TRB1913, and I'm on Facebook at Tori Black. That's the easiest way to find me.
All right, awesome. And if you're out on the internet, you can go to macromissionary.com or macromillionaire.com. You can check out Tori's profile. So where you're in that profile, you get to read a little bit more about her. You can click contact her. She'll get a direct email. So definitely check that out. Tori, you're changing the world one healthy life at a time. So we appreciate that. And I know that a lot of people that are watching this appreciate it as well.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.